part of CBS Premiere Week.
Live from Augusta, we're watching News 1226 at 11.
Cameras put up to pull up the info tied to your tag at the spots people pull on and off of Augusta University's campus. That's not surprising. Cameras put up for safety. What we found that was shocking, when we started asking about what happens to what those cameras record, the Augusta University police chief outright admitted the department is not following its own policy on how that data gets shared. The school tells us it has 23 license plate reader cameras. Those cameras up and working for about a year now. Each of those at each AU campus. Those aren't flock cameras now, but they do collect data quite like flock cameras. What happens when the cameras record information, and where does that information go? Well, there is a policy for that. Turns out part of that policy isn't being followed.
I filed a request asking about AU's license plate camera network. I wanted to know what these cameras collect and how is that data shared. What we found, these cameras have been used more than 400 times. And what we're asking, has AU police changing their policy? At AU, these are the cameras
I do see the potential benefits
put up to prevent crime.
I think it's an invasion of privacy. And
Police say they're helpful. Not every student agrees.
You don't know who all is accessing your information.
These cameras have been used to try and solve crimes even off the school's campus.
If they're investigating a crime, and we have information that could help them, assist them in solving that crime, then we will do that.
The cameras collect all of the info that can be linked to your car's tag, like who's the owner and where do they live. The school says they share it with other agencies, so we asked how.
They would call us.
But in the police department's own policy, this line shows sharing requires more than a phone call. The policy requires a written request and adds that request must be signed off on and then kept on file.
So I want to commend you for asking for our policy, because
the university's chief of police, James Lyon, sitting down to answer my questions.
We realized that the policy was written actually before we got our license plate reader system.
After the chief said that part about departments just calling, I asked if the policy was being followed.
The policy doesn't necessarily, for requests, doesn't necessarily affect our practice.
That is something that will change.
Your inquiry really charged us with looking at that process.
No written requests means no paper trail on who is accessing AU's network. Across the country, more and more people are talking about these license plate camera networks. Here, the police chief told me they're changing their policy, but he didn't tell me when or when it will go into effect. Owen Gillis, on your side.
Owen, thank you. Issues around law enforcement misusing camera systems is being investigated by the Georgia Bureau of Investigation. They arrested 5 former Albany police officers for misuse of license plate readers just earlier this month. And here in Richmond County, a former deputy was arrested and fired. He is accused of misusing flock license plate readers last month. Jefferson County tonight could join Richmond County, Columbia County, and McDuffie counties in having a data center. Tonight, citizens there talking with leaders, discussing the possibility. You're Ethan Hunter in Jefferson County, where the community was not happy with what they heard.
The room in the building behind me was packed. The overwhelming consensus, people do not want to see a data center built here in Jefferson County. Now, there is not currently plans for one to come here, but the chairman of commission said tonight was preventative to hear from experts and the community about the possibility.
We see it coming all over the state of Georgia. We want to be totally transparent with y'all.
This room in Jefferson County is packed with neighbors to discuss one topic: data centers coming to town.
I've lived here for over 5 decades. Of course, we would all like to see economic growth, but in researching about data centers, I've seen so many negatives.
The county says no data centers are in the works right now, but they want to learn more and talk about them as a community. as more centers are approved in neighboring places.
The counties around us are going to see the big money for it, and we're going to help pay for it. And what we want to do as a county is think about the ideas of possibly doing this.
The county brought lawyers, experts, and Georgia Power representatives to present about data centers and then open the floor for comment.
This thing is packaged as chicken salad. I don't see chicken salad. I think I see chicken something else. I do not like data centers.
Public opinion overwhelmingly against data centers in Jefferson County.
Based on the information you have now, is anybody in favor of having a data center in Jefferson County? Yes? Raise your hand. No, raise your hand.
The data center, not something some neighbors think fit in their backyard.
We don't have a lot of economic development, but we do have a beautiful landscape. We have farmland, we have agriculture, we have timber, and we want to keep our countryside here the way it is.
Chairman McGraw says the county will be drafting a zoning ordinance for data centers to protect citizens, whether they come or not.
What we have to decide is what's best for the county. What is best for Jefferson County? And that's what decision we're going to be looking at making when and if we ever do have a data center wants to come here.
So no plans for a data center to come to Jefferson County right now, but I'm told an ordinance will be coming soon to protect neighbors if one ever does come. The overwhelming consensus tonight, though, they do not want to see a data center here in Jefferson County.
Ethan, thank you. For people in Augusta, you have one more chance to give input on the data center ordinance here. Augusta commissioners will decide on the city's pause on new data center projects. That meeting is at 2 o'clock Tuesday in the municipal building. The possible ordinance would only affect future data centers, not the QTS campus, already under construction on Gordon Highway. All right, let's talk about the weather now. I was fanning you at 10.
Yeah.
You know, just get ready for Friday. No one will judge you if you start fanning tonight because it's going to be that hot tomorrow.
I know, it is. And honestly, a little bit warmer than what we saw today, but it's not something that we haven't seen so far this year. We're moving back into those triple-digit feels-like temperatures. Very summer-like pattern for us, very similar to today, where we'll have those afternoon showers and thunderstorms, but off to a little bit of a warmer start tomorrow morning with our morning lows right around 73, 74 degrees. Again, we'll see a little bit of cloud cover to start off our day in the early morning hours, but by the time the sun rises and we get to as early as 11 a.m., we're going to be in the upper 80s, feeling like the mid-90s. Now, we'll see mid-90s for our afternoon, and that's when we'll feel like the triple digits. We'll have a few of those rain chances coming into play, though, later on into the evening. We'll keep rain chances around for the next couple of days. I'll talk more about when those showers will start and end coming up.
Emily thinks SLED is investigating after a man is charged with stealing and setting fire to the McDuffie County Sheriff's Office substation in Deering. He's in jail tonight. Carter Jared was arrested for arson and second-degree burglary. Traffic enforcement, or law enforcement, I should say, think Jared broke into and set fire to cover up whatever he took from that substation, according to the GBI. Right now, it is unclear what exactly was stolen from the substation. The VA in Augusta, their healthcare system, celebrated a new emergency ambulance service today. The service provides in-house medical transportation for veterans needing help with complex medical needs. It will help get them to and from medical appointments, private hospitals, and of course, the emergency room.
It's been a long road. A lot of little challenges that we had, a lot of logistical things to set up. When you create a new program, you have to create something from scratch. But it has been incredibly rewarding to finally see this thing take shape and take flight.
We have a link with this story on WRDW.com, and it has the number to the dispatch for veterans who might need to use that new ambulance service.
And looking at our high temperatures tomorrow, we'll warm up into the mid-90s. I'll have a look at when those rain chances will come into play coming up.
Save big on fountain drinks and chewy ice at Parker's Kitchen. We're celebrating 50 years of Parker's Kitchen with 50-cent fountain drinks all summer long with Parker's Rewards.
First Alert Weather isn't just a forecast, it's your advantage. Get early warnings for severe storms. With accurate forecasts from a team that stays on air when the weather turns dangerous. Warning sound effect all the way from
Plan your day with confidence and get the latest update straight to your device.
first to warn, first to track,
First to protect.
This is News 1226 First Alert Weather. Always spreading, always streaming. Download our app or stream WRDW Plus for free on all your favorite platforms.
For more than 40 years, our family has been confidently serving the CSRA. Our friendly and knowledgeable team at A&D is here to help you from design to install. Don't leave your project in the hands of subcontractors. Our in-house certified flooring installers are the most trusted in the business. We offer free in-home consultations and financing options up to 48 months interest-free to help bring your vision to life. A&D Carpets and Hardwoods. Come see us today.
I went to the car right before the 11 o'clock news started. I was trying to find one of those clicker fans, like clack, 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 clack.
Oh, man.
Because you thought I was going to slap you at 10 when I was
I
doing
know,
this.
I know. I have handheld fans and saves my life every year. And people are always like, where did you grow up? I grew up in Alabama. I mean, we have the same weather, but I'm not used to it. I never will.
People at home right now are going, what in the world are they talking about Friday? The answer is Friday.
Yes,
and
that's
Emily's
true.
about to tell you about Friday.
Yeah.
And my Friday will be run to the car, run into the station.
Yeah. Get in the air conditioning as quick as possible.
God didn't build this body to run, so there's going to be a lot of sweat.
Do you have the automatic start for your car?
Own one of them, the other one no, and the one with the automatic start, of course, is getting fixed in the shop right now, but you know what?
I want to invest in that.
It's days like that when you realize you're wearing a full suit when you get to the station, so you have to make sure that you don't wear that suit on the way to the car or on the way to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thankfully,
You get
wearing a
starch.
dress.
You get that nice starch feeling from the humidity.
Ugh.
Just
no,
bring you some
no.
starch and walk outside.
Yeah, we're sitting here talking about the heat.
She's about to tell you about Friday.
Yeah, it's
Friday.
gonna be a lot for our Friday afternoon. Dry conditions for us overnight tonight. We'll see a little bit of cloud cover to start off our early morning hours, and so that's gonna keep our temperatures right around that 74, 75 degree mark. It'll be a warm start to our morning, and we're gonna have a hot afternoon in store. We'll warm up very quickly for us. Feels like temperatures tomorrow afternoon, feeling like the triple digits, as hot as 106 tomorrow. We'll feel like 106 again Saturday, triple digits across the CSRA, and that will continue for our Sunday as well. Feeling like 101. I did want to show you, I've been saying take your furry friends out on a walk earlier in the day, because this is what we're looking at around 11 p.m. midnight. We're still feeling like the 90s, the mid 90s. So again, it's a lot more comfortable to get things done early in the morning versus late at night, because it takes us a long time to cool off. And tomorrow, that's going to be the story. We'll warm up into the mid 90s. Few isolated showers popping up for the late afternoon, lasting into the early evening and even into the early overnight hours for us. But Saturday, starting off dry and mostly sunny throughout the greater part of the day. We could still see an uptick in those rain chances for the evening and into the early overnight hours. Now, Sunday starting off dry, rain chances will increase again for the second half of the day. Very rinse and repeat pattern, very summer-like pattern for us. But looking at our drought monitor, we're moving in the right direction. So this model came out this morning, and we're just seeing abnormally dry across a good portion of the CSRA and not even seeing drought conditions for other areas. Now, some of our counties still under that severe and extreme drought, but overall, we are making significant improvements from what we saw just at the beginning of summer. And we'll have those rain chances in play throughout the next 7 days for us. But the heaviest and most widespread of rain, that will come Sunday night. We'll have temperatures for the start of the work week next week in the low to mid 90s. But rain chances will really start to pick back up for the middle of next week. And that'll drop down our temperatures a little bit, 91 next Thursday, but stay hydrated, stay cool. We've got a hot stretch for us here over the next couple of days.
Friday. Just ahead, a local football team is headed to the national stage, one of just 32 teams to make the NFL Flag Championship. Alyssa is here with sports when we come back. Before we leave you, though, how about a live look at Philadelphia and your winning lottery numbers? If you played, good luck.
Try Bojangles' brand new breakfast burrito today.
On your sideline. Sponsored by Chandler Law Firm.
I really feel like it's rinse repeat at this time. Peach Jam is a front row seat to the future of college basketball, which means teams you select in your March brackets are being crafted on the courts of Riverview. This is considered a live period by the NCAA. It's when coaches are allowed to evaluate prospects in person at tournaments, institutional camps, and choose circuit events like Peach Jam. So spotted today over at Riverview Park, former Nuggets and now Tar Heels head coach Michael Malone sitting courtside. Stephen Pearl without dad this year, Tommy Lloyd from Arizona watching too. Of course, John Shire and Duke well connected with Will Avery being on that staff just a few years ago. The CSRA's grassroots talent is getting a moment in the spotlight as well. Fox Creek's Kobe Sims battled in the Invitational Tournament. His squad dropped to their second game of the week. Meanwhile, in the big dance, Cross Creek's Rashad Tisby and Harlem's AJ Williams, there's two state guys there, picked up win number 2 for Jet Academy. Tisby with 14 points and 6 boards in that dub. The over in June 3, former Grovetown Warrior MJ Curry, 5 points off the bench. Him and the Florida Rebels dropped their first game of Peach Jam though. And speaking of some hoops, our parent company, Gray Media, announcing our broadcast partnership with the Atlanta Hawks. All non-nationally televised Hawks regular season games will air free over the air on our Peachtree Sports Network, making Gray Media the team's official broadcast partner. So more coming at you. The full broadcast schedule and details will be released in the coming weeks. Columbia County is known around the state for their girls flag football programs. The boys building a name of their own. The East Georgia Blitz team has qualified for the NFL Flag National Championships. They made it by way of winning a regional in Alabama. They're now one of just 32 teams in the country still competing for a national title. Each team representing one in the league, the East Georgia Blitz, paired with the Baltimore Ravens. As a Bengals fan, I do not approve this. Next week, they go to Westfield, Indiana to compete during Pro Football's Hall of Fame weekend, and the game's broadcasted on ESPN.
We've gotten this close for all the other ones, and it would not have felt as good if I just stepped in and won the first one, but to go through all those other experiences of losing and winning, it's amazing.
I'm pumped. I'm ready for this next tournament coming up, because it's the biggest tournament in this NFL flag football thing has, and I'm super ready for this.
At the end of the day, we love football because it's a sport that teaches us a lot of values you got to have in life to succeed. Our team's built off of hard work and hard work ethic and discipline, and those are things that I hope the boys can carry on outside of football.
We certainly wish them all the best. Now to padded football. Plenty of changes coming to the ACC this fall. The transition to a 9-game conference schedule like the SEC, and now a new tiebreaker rule after last year's chaotic 5-way tie. Those notes important, but not necessarily on Dabo Swinney's list. Clemson football is in a very different spot than they were this time last year. No longer a top 5 preseason team, a disappointing 7-6 season in 2025, Swinney's worst since 2010, and a slew of departures to the NFL. Now they've locked up their first double-digit portal class, reappointed Chad Morris to offensive coordinator, and now have an idea of who they want under center. Dabo believes they have the key pieces in place, just now need to go out and show it.
If it was about what people said, what they predicted, we win the league last year, we go to the national championship. All right? That's what I tell these guys. And this year, ain't none of y'all gonna pick us. Ain't none of y'all gonna say anything good about us. It would, I've been dead. I'm gone. I think I'm still here. All right? But it's not about that either. It never has been. If it was about what people predicted, I'd have been gone a long time ago. All right? It's about what you do.
Now, Clemson does have to walk into arguably the toughest, not only contest, but environment to begin the season. They're headed to Baton Rouge to face LSU in prime time. Clemson and Georgia Tech are part of the 5 that will stick to 8 conference games, while the other 12 transition to 9. Plenty of changes in store for the Ramblin' Wreck. He hired 2 new coordinators and lost 7 full-time assistants. They brought in Alberto Mendoza from Indiana at quarterback, picked up Michigan star running back Justice Haynes. 2 holes that needed an immediate fill and pair among 19 transfers to the Flats. Priority in 2026, though, don't make that historic 2025 season a one-off.
Last year was a good step in the right direction, winning 9 games. But let's make no mistake, I'm not happy about that. All right, and if you don't think that's driven myself in how we've built the roster, how we've trained, prepared, worked, built the staff, put the right men in place to be around these guys, then obviously you don't know me and you don't know our program, right? Because and again, don't get me wrong, I'm very happy for what we've accomplished. I am, right? But I am not satisfied, not one bit.
Those last 4 losses across the final 5 games and that conference deciding Pittsburgh game at Bobby Dodd really derailed that fall campaign. Tech's opener falls on Thursday, September 3rd against Dion and the Buffaloes.
This is my new super.
Well, looking at your what to wear forecast for tomorrow, it's going to be a hot afternoon, so wear the light colored clothing and make sure it's short sleeves. I'll have a look at your 7-day forecast one more time coming up.
Time and Temp, brought to you by your First Alert weather team.
News 1226 this morning. Weekdays from 4:30 to 7 a.m. Stream whenever, wherever, however. Just search WRDW Plus on any streaming platforms.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire America's largest injury law firm for your case? There's a lot of reasons. Today, our roads are littered with killing machines. I'm talking about semi-trucks. They can easily kill, even at low speeds. Overworked truck drivers are driving all day and all night. Injured in a trucking accident? We became the largest injury law firm in the world for a reason. There's only one Morgan & Morgan. For the people.com.
Traditional shower.
Cooler weather isn't just a forecast, it's your advantage. Get early warnings for severe storms.
Get the latest update straight to your device.
First to warn, first to track,
First to protect.
Download our app or stream WRDW Plus for free.
For all of the bad news we tell you about every day, we always try to leave you the last thing at night with some good news, and this good news comes glazed. Especially if you like Krispy Kreme. Make that face. Tomorrow you can get a dozen glazed donuts for 89 cents. Because Krispy Kreme is having a birthday. Happy birthday to them. 89 looks great on you. Probably not if you had Krispy Kreme every day, but 89 looks great on them. You can get a dozen glazed donuts at 89 cents if you buy a dozen at the regular price. There's also a limit to 2 dozen. I wonder if that means 2 dozen at full order and then 2 dozen at 89 cents. Anyway, go get your donuts if you want to have donuts and celebrate Krispy Kreme's birthday. Help them puff out that candle. I will be showing up on my second trip because I could definitely have 2 dozen Krispy Kreme donuts on my own. That's why I sweat in this.
What's your favorite flavor?
Oh, the straight up glazed one. That one,
Okay.
the one that Phil Mickelson wore the Masters jacket to get that morning after. Yep.
I will say I like the chocolate glaze, so write that down for whenever you go. You picked me up, so
That's
I
some
like.
Augusta history.
I like the chocolate glaze. I'm not even paying attention to that. I'm looking at the donuts. So
That's
I'm
right.
one track mind.
Chocolate glaze. Okay, I got you. Donuts tomorrow. I guarantee you they cost more than 89 cents when I buy them for everyone in here. They better not send custom orders overnight, though. Phil Mickelson, he won the Masters, and in the green jacket the next morning went to the Krispy Kreme on Gordon Highway.
I didn't know that. That's
Oh,
cool.
yeah. What a bro. That's it for me and Emily tonight. We hope you join the morning show at 4:30 a.m. The news is always on WRDW.com from all of us. Have a great night.
Canty can fix your